G'day and welcome back to another gas walkthrough. Today we're looking at December 7th, 2025's Accentuate the Positive by Clover. Clover's one of our subs here at Gas HQ somewhere. My name is Bill Murphy. G'day, how you doing? We I haven't changed my shirt since I would love to pretend that I was like super professional and I ooh, I've definitely gotten up out of the chair. No, I have not. But we are Gas, genuinely approachable Sudoku. We create set and solve genuinely approachable Sudoku for you, the person watching this. You'll find the link to today's puzzle in the description down below. You'll also find hat times. 2 hats for a very fast time, 1 hat for a pretty fast time. Everyone gets a dinosaur because we love you all equally. That being said, I'm going to get into it. Let's do it. So, this is a Battenberg Sudoku. Do you like cake? I like cake. Now, what do we know? Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each box, each row, and each column must contain digits 1 to 9 once each. Now, wherever a checkerboard clue, so this thing, appears in the intersection of 4 cells, the digits in those cells must form a checkerboard pattern of odd and even. That is one diagonally opposite pair and the other is even. So, here you can tell that it's 2 and 8, but let's try. This would have to be 8 and 2, and that would have to be 1 and 3, as an example. But this could also be 2 and. Was that the one I wrote? I really hope it wasn't. Okay, that might actually be the only way that can happen. But I was trying to pick something else that was a little bit harder. Oh no, I accidentally found the break-in. Never mind, that just kind of happens sometimes. Alright, yeah, but anyway, I tested this puzzle. I had a fairly rough time because I was looking in the wrong spot nearly the whole time. It's so weird for it to just be like, oh, you just found it, it's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna get into it now. Let's do it. So let's pretend I didn't spot that because that's a little bit harder to spot. There's just no other way to do it. Let's start with the basic stuff. So I'm gonna color this. If you feel like you don't have to color, I love that for you. But I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for anyone else who actually needs it. So if you are on PC, hold down Control and double click. And you can shade all the odd numbers pretty easily. I like mine in green. If you have a different one, go crazy. But for me, I have greens as odds and purples as evens. That's how I like it. So we know, because we have a 1 in the center, that these 4 all have to be even, and these 4 all have to be odd. We've just placed 2 odd digits, so we know that these 2 have to also be odd, and these 2 and these 2 have to be even. Now, what else do we know? We know that because each of the exterior boxes has 2 even digits that aren't on a checkerboard pattern, we know that we need to place we have 2 that are on the checkerboard pattern. I should have finished that thought before I started trying to shade things in. Because we have 2 that are on the checkerboard pattern, and 2 evens on the checkerboard, and 2 evens in the grid that aren't on the checkerboard pattern, we know that that's 4 evens, and we can only have 4 evens in the group of 1 to 9. So anything in columns 3 and 7 that's not, and rows 3 and 7 that's not already shaded is just odd. Cool. Now, what else do we know? We know that in column 5 and row 5, I've just done those the wrong way, don't mind me. We already have 4 even digits, so we can actually make all of those odd. Is that the extent of all I can do before I actually have to do some Sudoku? Probably. Alright, so this is 2 and 4, this is 6 and 8. This digit is just a 4. This digit is just a 4. That's also a 4, which comes down here to 4. This digit must be an 8, which is the 6-8 pair, and undoes that for us. Now, 5, 7 can't go there, so 5, 7 has to go here. And this is 3 and 9. 1, 3, 7 along here. I'm not going to pencil mark that, but this is 6. Now, I'm contemplating whether I want to come back. My like sort of rule is if I don't feel like I can comfortably explain it, I try and avoid it. 1, 5, 7 makes this a 3, 9 pair. But the 3 up here undoes my 3, 9 pair for us. 7 is going to fix the 7 and the 5. Now, 3, 5 can't go in those two cells, so that's 7 and 9. The 7 here is going to do the 7 and 9 for us. This is a 3 and a 5. Now, what else have we got? All right, I'm nearly at the point where I feel like I have to explain it. No, that's actually just an easier way to explain it. One of the hardest things to spot if you're ever doing an odd-even puzzle is when it's I don't want to say like it's a necessary scanning technique. It's not, but it does help. And sometimes it will get you out of a tight bind. And what do I mean by it? I mean this cell. This cell has to be odd. Now, why do I know that? Because in this column, I only see 2 and 4. In this column, I see 6 and 8. Now, that does leave some possible options if you're just considering a row or column. But because this cell sees 2, 4, 6, and 8, it can only ever be odd. It means these two have to be even. Now, that's a 2, that's an 8. This is odd. Now, I'm just quickly scanning to see if I can pull that trick anywhere else in the grid. Not particularly. Alright, cool. Alright, trying to see, alright. Remember I think this was where I lost the plot. Alright. Okay, so I have to place a 4 there. A 6. Yeah, okay, cool. Never mind. Yeah, okay. This is the way to do it. Now, let's continue to go around the grid. I have to place a 4 in one of these two cells. I don't know which of it is. What I do know is that 6 has to be in our cells. 6 can't be in one of those 3 cells via Sudoku. This is a 6, and then that's a 4. Take the 4 out. Put the 2 greens in. Now, let's keep going. This 2, 6, and sees 2, 6, and 8. This checkerboard pattern here. Because it sees 2, 6, and 8, I need to place 4 in one of these 2 cells. 4 can't go there. So that's a 4. That's an 8. Make those purple. And that's green. And now I need to place a 6 in one of those 2 cells. But I also need to place 4 in that cell. Exactly. Oy, oy, oy. So that is 6 and 4. Now, what does that tell me? It tells me that these two, I'm going to shade the rest of the grid because I'm about to blast through the rest of this puzzle. Alright, and then this one. Alright, now, so this is 6 and 8. This cell can't be, that cell has to be 2, that's 8, that's 6, that's 8. Go this way, this is 4, 2, 6, 2. That's 1. Let's do the 1 up here too. And that's all the evens. Now, we're just going to finish off the odds. Even out. Oh, that's an eddy current suppression ring. Okay, cool. You can tell I'm ready to do a music fest. Alright. Now, what do I know about 9s? I know 9 has to go there. That's a 5 or a 9. That's not super helpful. 1, 3, 5 across the top. Oh, that's a 1. And then that has to be a 5. That's 7 and a 5. That is a 9. That is a 5. 1, 3, 9 and 7. 1 and 3. This is that's a 3. 9, 3. 1, 3, 5. Take the 1. Oh no, hang on, that's not a 5, that's a 7, but that can't be a 7 either, so that's a 3. 1, 7, 1, and 3. That's a 5. Oh no, hang on. Okay, so that has to be a 1. That's a 7 and a 5. That's a 1 and a 3. 3 and 5. 1 and 7 along here. I have the 7 in column 7. That's a 1. 5 and a 3. This is a 1, and that's a 3. That one took me a minute. Just a little bit of time. So the nice thing about actually having to explain what I'm doing is I feel pretty confident to explain, to say, I think I found the intended solve file there. It was just, I forgot. What do you want from me? I'm a teacher. It's term 4. So help me. But this has been a good puzzle. And what is it called? Accentuate the Positive by Clover. My name is still Bill Murphy. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.